Доброго ранку, пані.
Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going to listen to the briefing on the part of Colonel Andrei Lysenko, the Speaker of the Presidential Administration, regarding the events over the last 24 hours in the ATO zone. You have the floor, Colonel. Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. I would like to offer to your attention the major events which took place in the ATO zone yesterday. In the Luhansk segment, the combat actions were concentrated near the town Shchastya, Stanytsia Luhanska, and Troyitske. There, militants used the mortars with a caliber less than 100 millimeters, grenade launchers, and the firearms. And also, they carried out some armed provocations, and actually to provoke Ukrainian soldiers to fight back or to fire back. However, our guys were very tolerant. They were very careful not to take that bite, not to shoot back. Also, they registered the tank shooting near Shchastya. Also, the sniper of the enemy was active there, and they also fired near Troyitske from 122 millimeters guns and 120 millimeters mortars. The biggest number of the violations of ceasefire remains near Donetsk and Donetsk segment, where the militants used the heavy mortars and artillery near the airport, and also near Vodyane, Opytne, Avdiivka, Pisky, and Pervomayske. Also here they registered the tank shooting, and then snipers of the militants actually provided disturbing fire against our guys. Also, this quiet was registered near Maryinka, Maryinka, where the militants twice used the APCs, and also in Krasnohorivka, where our positions of our guys were shelled from the large caliber machine guns. Also, the activity of militants was observed near Gorlivka and near Zaytseve and Kirove, where the gang formations used 120 millimeters mortars. Also, as a result of the night artillery bombardment of Dzerzhynsk by the militants, 3 local residents were wounded. Some buildings were destroyed in that town, and as a result, 200 miners were trapped under the ground. Now they have been rescued and brought back to the surface. In the Mariupol segment, the ceasefire is mostly observed. Only one short period provocation was fixed or registered near Shchastya. Over the last 24 hours, we lost 1 Ukrainian soldier, and 9 more were wounded. Ukrainian paratroopers are fighting against the drones of the enemy in the ATO zone, on the territory which is defended by one of the paratroopers brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy tries to collect and gather the intelligence information using the drones, and the anti-aircraft defense paratroopers actually carry out the around-the-clock, let's say, observation and surveillance with the enemy's UAVs, and in order to counteract that, our paratroopers are involved in the combat duties using the anti-aircraft artillery, and they use the latter against the enemy's drones. Between their shifts, they also undergo training. Our paratroopers at special shooting ranges. They actually improve their skills, combat skills. In one of the key bodies of surveillance over the observance of the ceasefire, we have the rotation of the leader of the Ukrainian side. Regarding this, the common center for the control and coordination of the issues pertaining to ceasefire, we have a new appointment, who is the Major General Boris Kremnetsky. During the lineup, the former leader of the center on the part of Ukrainian veteran, thanked everybody for their heartfelt and dedicated work. The General Staff continues the work regarding the involvement of patriots to the ranks of the armed forces of Ukraine. They completed the process of the combat action coordination, the special range. We are talking about the 46th Detached Battalion of Special Designation Donbass, Ukraine. They are completely prepared to take care of the combat missions, and they have everything possible. They are prepared to defend their country with arms in their hands. The majority of them are the volunteers who volunteered to fight there and to fulfill all the orders according to the statute of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. They cannot take individual decisions whether to follow the orders or not. Ukrainian military servicemen continue to establish contacts with the local residents of the Donetsk region. On the initiative of the Ukrainian paratroopers and with the support of local authorities, they staged a concert and exhibition of the military equipment in the Dmitrovo Donetsk region. That was really a very interesting exhibition, especially it was attended by many kids, and they demonstrated a new armored infantry vehicles, BTR-3 and BTR-4, and artillery systems. Militants and their hirelings are justly punished for their criminal activities. The Dzerzhynsk District Court of the Kharkiv region actually passed the ruling to the members of the terroristic group, which was actually headed by the Special Service of the Russian Federation. The criminal proceedings was conducted by the investigators of the SBU. The subversive actions, they carried out the subversive actions, and they were special trained at the Tambov military camp and territory of Russian Federation, where they were sent by the 2 Kharkiv-based recruiter. The Russian officers trained them to how to carry out the sabotage and subversive actions, tactics of combat, sniper art, etc. This group did not have time to start their terrorist activity, since at the beginning of the March they were actually eliminated by SBU guys. The Ukrainian law enforcement officers continue to seize the weapons in the ATO zone. The militiamen in Starobylsk they found under the reinforced concrete slabs near the highway between the village of Krasnohorivka and Kamenka. They found the hideaway with 7,000 cartridges of different calibers, 3 grenade launchers, 5 Avdiivka grenades with the fuses, and 8 F1. Also, they found another hideout in Avdiivka with again some grenades, so RPG 22, RGD, etc., etc., and they arrested the owner of that. They continue the combat with the fighting the illegal transportation of goods to the ATO zone. The Rig National Guards, during their shift at the checkpoint in Volnovakha, they actually arrested or detained 3 trucks with alcoholic beverages. During the checkout or during the inspection, they revealed the excise marks with forfeited or faked excise marks, and they showed that to SBU information. The question, you mentioned about 3 mines, 93 miners were brought back to the surface. How many of them were there in total? More than 200 miners. If there are no more questions, thank you very much, Colonel. And we are going to have the next briefing tomorrow, the same time, same place. Thank you.